Good afternoon. Welcome to the Fall 2023 Convocation Ceremony for the Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business. At this time, I'd like to ask that you please stand to welcome our students and faculty.
Everyone, please be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Fall 2023 Convocation Ceremony for the Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business. My name is Valentina Salotti, and I'm the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Diversity at the Ivy College of Business. I am honored to welcome you, our candidates for degrees. I'd like to also welcome those who are here with you today to celebrate your accomplishments, along with the Ivy community. In addition, I want to welcome family and friends from around the world who are watching a live stream broadcast of this ceremony. This convocation honoring your achievement is made possible thanks to a dedicated team of college staff, our talented faculty, wonderful student marshals, and the fantastic staff at Hilton Coliseum. Please join me in recognizing their efforts. I also want to thank all of you for participating in this ceremony today. The adventure you have had at Iowa State is not yours alone. It was shared by many people in your lives: parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, our faculty and staff. We all care very deeply about your growth as individuals and your success as professionals. This ceremony celebrates your accomplishments in the Ivy College of Business, but I can assure you that it is a reward for all of us as well. What does it mean to be an Ivy graduate? To be an Ivy graduate means that you have reached the end of the beginning, a very exceptional end to an exciting beginning. This is the end of a stage where you were challenged by world-renowned faculty, learned from professors of practice with a wealth of industry experience, leaned on highly skilled staff, worked and grew alongside your fellow students. We are proud of the rigor and the challenge that you have faced during your academic development at Ivy. Because we know that each assignment, case competition, business simulation, team project, and sales pitch made you better, tougher, smarter, more compassionate, and more engaged. Now it's your time to go on and, if you allow me, spread some "We are Ivy" spirit in all that you do. This is your opportunity to have an impact and to build something that has a significance for yourself, your loved ones, and the world around you. This is the hard part because there is no syllabus. Although my colleagues tell me that you don't read the syllabus already, they are confirming that. You will have to determine your definition of success, the meaning of a life well lived. We hope that that meaning you create will have many components of what we value here at Ivy: innovation, integrity, ethical leadership, and community focus. The same reasons that make this next step a very hard one are the reasons that make it the most exciting of all. Embrace the unknown with curiosity and courage, because to be an Ivy grad is to figure it out. Maybe on your own, but you hopefully will have the network that you have built here and that you will continue to grow with all the other Ivy alumni out there doing amazing things. As an Ivy grad, an Iowa State grad, you have the strength of the Cyclone Nation behind you. You will be part of the Iowa State Alumni Network, and you will find that there are Cyclones everywhere invested in your success. As you transition from student to alumni, I hope you pause to consider how valuable your education truly was, and how you will carry your Iowa State experience with you as you embark in your next adventure. I hope that you will forever be as proud of your alma mater as we are of you. During this special ceremony, we like to ask one graduating student to share their thoughts on this milestone. I have the privilege of introducing today's student speaker to you now. Paige Roll is graduating from Iowa State University with a Bachelor of Science in Finance, summa cum laude. During her time at Iowa State, Paige served as secretary and team leader for Engineers for a Sustainable World and as a peer mentor in the George Washington Carver program. She was a member of the Multicultural Business Network student organization and worked as an office assistant in business career services and as a finance tutor. In fall 2022, she studied abroad for a semester at Richmond American University, London. Paige also completed summer internships with Amazon and Morgan Stanley. After graduation, Paige has accepted a full-time position with Morgan Stanley's Internal Audit Division as an analyst on their institutional equities team in New York City. Please join me in welcoming your fellow graduate, Paige Roll.
It is an honor to stand before you all today to celebrate our great achievement. Thank you to our esteemed faculty and staff, friends and family. We wouldn't be here without you. And to the class of 2023, congratulations, we did it. These years, whether you've been here as an undergraduate or a graduate student, that have been spent meeting our best friends, learning, growing, and finding the best spots to cry during finals week have finally come to a close. Spoiler, the best spot is definitely the bathrooms in the basement by the elevators. Tell your friends who aren't yet sitting here today. This moment is bittersweet, to say the least. Everyone always says that college is the best years of your life, and I'm inclined to agree. But at the same time, I'm hopeful for the future. The profound way in which we have changed throughout our college experience will only allow for bigger and better opportunities to come our way. And now, thanks to our time at the Ivy College of Business, we are all the more equipped to handle it. I want you all to think back to where you were and how you felt when you first began this journey at Iowa State and recognize how far you have come. Attending Iowa State University has changed me in ways I never could have imagined. As I was reflecting on my past 4 years of college, trying to figure out what I wanted to say to you all today, I couldn't help but think about all the cherished memories I made here. Goofy memories, like freshman year when we put up a dinky little Christmas tree in our dorm room, but we didn't have any ornaments. My friend drew all of us on paper and stuck the drawings between the branches. College is all about making it work with what you have, right? But now, with these caps and gowns, it's time to be real adults. I'm getting real ornaments for my first Christmas tree, right, Mom? And maybe your reward for making it work is waiting for you. But along with the silly memories, I thought of the hard ones, the times when I failed and felt so incredibly lost. 4 years ago, I was a freshman who thought she was going to stop climate change as an environmental engineer. And yet I had no idea what special torture was waiting for me with Calculus 2 and Physics 221. 4 different majors finally showed me I'm better in a suit financing for corporate America than I am in a forest hugging trees. Saving for retirement is a different kind of green, but it still counts for something, right? But that is exactly what college is all about. That perseverance, making mistakes, learning from them, until you figure out what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what you might actually be able to spend your life doing. Every time you performed less than ideally on an exam, dropped a class, or did not get the job or internship offer you hoped for, you got up and kept trying. That is something to be celebrated. Actually, this reminds me of one of my core memories from my time while studying abroad in London. We had to take a train to school, and it only came once every 20 minutes. Naturally, I was running late and trying to turn my 5-minute walk into a 1-minute one. So there I am, nearing the train station, and all of a sudden, I started tripping over my feet. But it was not one of those normal falls. No, it was one of those ones where you keep tripping until you have everyone in the area's attention before I face planted. This man who was gathering donations for a good cause ran over to me, not to help, but to ask if I was tripping over myself to donate. I was honestly too stunned to speak. But nevertheless, I got up, dusted myself off, and I made that train. I wanted to share that story because although you may not have humiliated yourself in front of all the morning commuters in West Hampstead as I did, you all overcame your own obstacles and setbacks and still made it to the finish line. So, to the class of 2023, I can happily say we made that train. Everything you have done over the past few years has paved the way for an incredibly promising future ahead of you. The times when you went to MBN or CWIB built a sense of community with your peers and networked with employers. The time when you finally went to office hours, or maybe it was when you realized your resume could use some TLC, so you decided to visit the Business Career Services office, and suddenly you have 4 job interviews because of it. The journey has been ours, but we didn't make that train alone, and I want to express my sincerest gratitude for the support we have received from everyone at the Ivy College of Business. All the student organizations that made us feel not as alone and gave us a place to belong. The Study Abroad office and Taylor Shire, who made you realize that your dream of living halfway across the world wasn't so unachievable after all. The Business Career Services office, from resume building to navigating job interviews, you've been our compass, steering us towards success. The academic advisors whose genuine care and insightful advice have made our journey not just about degrees, but about personal growth, turning our academic challenges into valuable learning experiences. A huge thank you to Brady Talley and Kelly Pasilli for always looking out for me. And finally, our faculty, who have been not only educators, but mentors and a source of inspiration. Your commitment to sharing your knowledge and guiding us through our academic pursuits has left a lasting impact. Thank you, especially to Dr. Brown, Dr. Ankar, and Dr. Shen. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter, let us carry the lessons, memories, and the invaluable time spent within these halls close to our hearts. Each late-night study session in a Jardine team room, every challenging project fueled by caffeine from the business cafe, and the moments of triumph when we celebrated in places like the Kingland Hub were made possible by your perseverance and the support systems that the Ivy College of Business so generously provided. I, for one, will forever hold these experiences dear. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of this incredible journey. Your impact on our lives will be cherished as we step into the future with gratitude and a deep sense of accomplishment. Thank you.
On behalf of the Ivy community, thank you, Paige, for sharing your story and addressing your fellow candidate today. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Today, we recognize all of our Ivy College of Business candidates for successfully completing degree requirements. Many of you have distinguished yourselves through academics, extracurricular activities, and community service. I want to take a few minutes to recognize you. First, some of our candidates will graduate with multiple majors and/or multiple degrees. In addition, many of our candidates have taken additional courses in order to complete minor, specialization, or certificates. These are not listed in the program. I would like those of you graduating with multiple majors or degrees, or with minor, specializations, or certificates to please stand and be recognized at this time. Next, some students are graduating with distinction, with a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Cardinal honor cords are worn by those graduating cum laude, with distinction. Students graduating magna cum laude, with great distinctions, are wearing gold honor cords. Summa cum laude graduates, those graduating with the highest distinction, are wearing cardinal and gold honors cords. Would those graduating with distinction please stand and be recognized? Many Ivy students compete in case competitions, both internal and against teams from other universities. Would those of you who have competed in case competition please stand and be recognized? As one of the nation's first land-grant universities, Iowa State was founded back in 1858 on the then revolutionary idea that a college education should be open to everyone. Our land-grant mission continues to this day, as Iowa State welcomes first-generation college students from across the nation and around the world. Would those of you who are in the first generation of your family to graduate from college please stand and be recognized? At the Ivy College of Business, we encourage students to extend their learning beyond the classroom. Would those of you who have completed internships, studied abroad, or volunteered in the community, please stand and be recognized? Finally, I would like to recognize all those in attendance today, graduates and audience members alike, who have served, who are serving, or who will be serving our country in the military following graduation. We are deeply grateful for your commitment and service. Would those individuals please rise as you are able so we may recognize you? As you can see, many of our candidates have gone the extra mile and truly distinguished themselves in their academic careers. Congratulations to all of you. At this time, we will recognize our candidates for degree individually. The first candidates to cross the stage for each program is the student marshal, who has been selected for their exemplary performance in their major while at the Ivy College of Business. Names will be read by Frank Montabon, Dean's Professor of Supply Chain Management, and Olina Watanabe, Associate Professor of Accounting. I now invite Dr. Scott Johnson to the podium to introduce our degree candidates. Dr. Johnson is the Associate Dean for Research and Academic Personnel at the Ivy College of Business.
Thank you, Dr. Salati. We will start by recognizing our Masters of Business Administration graduates. This includes students from the full-time and professional MBA programs. MBA faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Students are led by the MBA Student Marshal, Rachel Faircloth. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
Rachel Faircloth. Rachel is from Ames.
William O'Donnell Rowan. William would like to thank his wife and daughter for supporting him through the last 2 years.
Kylie Kristen Cooper. Kylie would like to thank her parents and sister for always pushing her to be the best version of herself.
Nicholas Miles Yoel. Nicholas has accepted a position with Honeywell Federal Manufacturing and Technologies.
Keegan Nicole Wall. Keegan has accepted a position with Walmart as a quality engineer.
Grace Ann Peterson. Grace has accepted a position with Post Consumer Brands in their Operations Leadership Development Rotational Program.
Jillian Claire Dunlap. Jillian has accepted a position with Pella Corporation as an industrial designer in Pella, Iowa.
Nicholas Embray. Nicholas has accepted a position with Vermeer.
Jack Matthew Garber. Jack would like to thank his parents.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. We will now recognize undergraduate degree candidates from the Department of Accounting. Accounting faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by the accounting student marshal, Joshua Garton, who double majored in entrepreneurship.
Joshua Michael Garton. Joshua's favorite ISU memory is proposing to his fiancée across the street from MU.
Allison Joy Meyer. Allison's favorite ISU memory is getting married to her husband, Carson.
Bryce Lynn Rasmussen. Bryce would like to thank her parents for motivating her when times were rough.
Alex Joseph Klein. Alex would like to thank his mom, his dad, his fiancée, and everyone who encouraged him during college.
Noah Azim Burmeister. Noah's favorite course at ISU was ComSci 113.
Adam William Morgan. Adam would like to thank his family and friends who have supported him throughout his journey.
Brianne Louise Burden. Brianne would like to thank her kids for being supportive as she worked hard to achieve her dreams.
Daniel Patrick Richter. Daniel would like to thank his family and friends for their unwavering support every step of the way.
Samuel Henry Poland. Samuel would be attending graduate school at Iowa State University and pursuing his master's in accounting.
Jenna Judith Merhar. Jenna would like to thank all of her professors she had here, especially Jim Kurtenbach.
Quentin James Winya. Quentin has accepted a position with Deloitte in audit and assurance.
Harry Don. Harry would like to thank his family and professors for supporting him along the way.
Joseph Don. Joseph's future plans are to become a CPA and a magician. He can make coins disappear, but not numbers.
Please join me in congratulating these candidates. We now recognize our Master of Accounting graduates.
Marla Jo Grubb. Marla has accepted a position with Deloitte in Des Moines within their audit practice.
Rebecca Jo Black. Rebecca would like to thank her husband and her family for all their love and support.
Kylie Chernigal. Kylie would like to thank her family for their continuous support throughout her years at Iowa State.
Faye Elizabeth Meyer. Faye would like to thank her family who supports her in all of her accomplishments.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. We will now recognize undergraduate degree candidates from the Department of Finance, which offers majors in finance, actuarial science, and business economics. Finance faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by Finance Student Marshal Sydney Damstra, who double majored in business analytics.
Sydney Damstra. Sydney has accepted a position with Workiva as a financial analyst.
Luella Gaskell. Luella's favorite ISU memory is watching the fall leaves turn beautiful colors from the library windows.
Jackson Gravy. Jackson's favorite ISU memory is storming the field against Oklahoma State.
Dylan Matthew Belzer. Dylan's favorite ISU memory is when the band came out with the dinosaur costumes during halftime.
Ryan Thomas Hughes. Ryan is from Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Dylan James Timmons. Dylan would like to thank his wife, Kelly, his family, and his friends for all the help and support.
William Harriet Spalding. William would like to thank his parents for always supporting him.
Fabian Rafael Vasquez Hernandez. Fabian would like to thank mentors like Professor Parsa for invaluable guidance and inspiration.
Colin Anthony Gauk. Colin will be pursuing graduate school at Iowa State University for a Master of Entrepreneurship.
Paige Roll. Paige has accepted a position with Morgan Stanley in New York City.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. We will now recognize undergraduate degree candidates from the Department of Information Systems and Business Analytics, which offers business analytics and management information systems degrees. ISBA faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by the Information Systems and Business Analytics Student Marshal, Joseph Castle.
Joseph Mark Castle. Joseph would like to thank both of his parents for their continued support throughout his education.
Keaton Douglas Hensley. Keaton has accepted a position with Great West Casualty Company as a business intelligence developer.
Daniel Truong. Daniel's favorite course at ISU was consultative problem solving.
Michael Stoltenberg. Michael would like to thank his mom, dad, and especially his biggest supporter, his sister.
Derek Ray Kinney. Derek would like to thank his family and friends for being so supportive of him throughout college.
Nabhan Azmat Awan. Nabhan would like to thank his mother and siblings for all their love and support during his time at Iowa State.
Austin Saikon. Austin's favorite ISU memory is climbing the rock wall at State Gym.
Ethan D. Taylor. Ethan would like to thank his parents, family, and friends.
Stephen Eli Thompson. Stephen would like you to know that he is proficient in Word and Excel.
Shanmukh Savella. Shanmukh would like to thank his parents, Srinivas, and Swarnalatha for always believing in him.
Marlene Grijalva. Marlene would like to thank her partner Eddie for believing and supporting her every step of the way.
Benjamin N. Jean Yan. Benjamin would like to thank his family, friends, and professors for the best 4 years of his life.
Please join me in congratulating these candidates. We will now recognize our Master of Science in Information Systems graduates.
Jen Yu. Jen would like to thank his wife, Lily Jang, and his parents.
Danny Chen. Danny would like to express her endless gratitude to her family for their unwavering support and love.
Gia. Gia's future plans are a job where she can afford to raise her daughter with enough leisure time.
Thanay Krishna Ridapita. Thanay would like to thank his coffee addiction for keeping him awake for his late-night study sessions.
Williams and Duca. Williams would like to thank his parents for allowing him to dream and encouraging him to take risks.
Anidya Gangrade. Anidya would like to thank his family and friends for their support through this journey.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. We will now recognize our Master of Healthcare Analytics and Operations graduates. We are excited to have our first 2 graduates from this program this semester, including Joseph Beza, who is here with us today.
Joseph Clemente Beza. Joseph would like to thank his parents, Mary B., Anthony, and Thalia, for all their love and support.
Please join me in congratulating Joseph. We will now recognize undergraduate degree candidates from the Department of Management and Entrepreneurship, which offers majors in management, entrepreneurship, healthcare management, and human resource management. The department also offers an online bachelor's degree in business administration for students who are returning to college to complete a bachelor's degree. Management and entrepreneurship faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by the Management and Entrepreneurship Student Marshal, Macy Whitrock, who is the first student to graduate with our new major in healthcare management.
Macy Lynn Whitrock. Macy's future plans are to continue her education in a health administration master's program.
Hunter Bossin. Hunter would like to thank Monica Gordila and Ryan Bhattacharya for being some of the best teachers here.
John Perry. John's favorite course at ISU was Advanced Professional Selling with Mike Gassman, the best professor at ISU.
Sean Dario Roll. Sean has accepted a position with J.P. Morgan in the Corporate Client Banking Division in Atlanta, Georgia.
Shauna Lynn Apple. Shauna would like to thank her parents for supporting her through every decision she made. She loves you both.
Shayna Ann Skiles. Shayna has accepted a position with Wealth Planning Strategies Group in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Faith Barjalo. Faith would like to thank God and her family.
Please join me in congratulating these candidates. We will now recognize the Bachelor of Science in Marketing candidates. Marketing faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by the Marketing Student Marshal, Abby Freoff.
Abby Jean Freoff. Abby's favorite ISU memory is representing ISU at the International Collegiate Sales Competition.
Albert Lewis. Albert's future plans are to continue his career as a marketing director at Game Blazers.
Christopher Kerslake. Christopher would like to thank his friends and family for the unconditional love and support he's received.
Sullivan Matthew Ty. Sullivan would like to thank his professors, friends, and family for their support throughout his journey.
Nicholas John Pfeiffer. Nicholas has accepted a position with Danfoss to be a customer service representative for North American sales.
Brandon J. Davis. Brandon would like to thank his parent, Jay and Leanne Davis.
Carson Ketwick. Carson's favorite course at ISU was entrepreneurial marketing.
Jack Charles Tarks. Jack's favorite ISU memory is all the tailgating on game days.
Dylan James Sondag. Dylan is from Glenwood, Iowa.
Aiden Edward Bitter. Aiden would like to thank his amazing parents and fiancé for their continued support for the last 4 years.
Isabella Payton Arpey. Isabella would like to thank her family for always supporting her in all of her pursuits.
Josiah Khalil. Josiah's favorite course at Iowa State with Marketing in 342 was Raj Agnihotri.
Maximilian Edward Camper. Maximilian has accepted a position with Pella Corporation in their Sales Development Experience Program.
Aiden and Tisdale. Aiden would like to thank his family for supporting him along his adventure.
Jackson Robert Eicholt. Jackson would like to thank everyone who supported him along the way.
Noah Michael Fischels. Noah would like to thank his parents and family for supporting him throughout his time at Iowa State.
Abby Marie Patterson. Abby would like to thank her family and friends for pushing her to be the best version of herself.
Lauren Misitich. Lauren would like to thank her family for loving and supporting her throughout her time at Iowa State.
Max Allen Thomas. Max's favorite course at ISU was Mike Gassman's Foundations of Personal Selling.
Muhammad Akif Shazwan Maud Adli. Muhammad Akif would like to thank his parents, family, professors, and all the friends he made at ISU.
Isaac Smith. Isaac is from Carroll, Iowa.
Please join me in congratulating these candidates. We will now recognize the Bachelor of Science in Supply Chain Management candidates. Supply chain faculty, please move to the area in front of the stage to congratulate your graduates. Candidates are led by the Supply Chain Management Student Marshal, Megan Utterbach.
Megan Nicole Utterbach. Megan's future plans are work for Polaris through their Operations Leadership Development Program. Stella Rose Luer. Stella would like to thank her mom and dad for always encouraging her to do her best. Trevor Michael Collins. Trevor's future plans are to begin his career as a business consultant with West Monroe in Minneapolis. Austin Lee Mentee. Austin would like to thank his loving family and wonderful girlfriend for supporting him. William B. Saunders. William's favorite course at ISU was Supply Chain 461 and Music 304. Jaya Kennedy Morris. Jaya would like to thank her family for supporting her throughout this tough journey. Elena Savalova. Elena would like to thank all of the professors that deepened her passion for supply chain management. Kyle Gregory Ferris. Kyle has accepted a position with Chevron Renewable Energy Group as a truck and marine coordinator. Jackson Allen Arthur Lehman. Jackson is from Webster City, Iowa. Cooper Douglas Leonard. Cooper's favorite ISU memory is camping outside of Hilton for the game against Kansas last year in the cold.
Please join me in congratulating all of our degree candidates.
There is still one more thing to do this evening, and that is to thank all of the family members and friends who have provided support for these students over the years. Candidates, how about a round of applause for your great support team? The Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business is proud to honor your achievement and to mark the beginning of your professional career. Please find ways to stay engaged with the Ivy community. Keep in touch with your professors and deans and associate deans and advisors. Be a mentor to students and come back and talk to classes about your career path, the business you started, or the nonprofit you led. We like staying in contact with you and hearing your contribution to your profession and to your community. So send us an email, stop in and see us, let us know what's going on with your life. And to those of you who are completing your bachelor's degree, I hope you'll come back to the Ivy College of Business when you're ready to pursue a graduate degree. We have some great ones. Congratulations to all of our fall 2023 graduates from the Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business. Students, please remain seated until the faculty have had an opportunity to exit the stage and front rows. Your student marshal will then stand and you will form lines behind them to leave the seating area. You're welcome to stay on the arena floor for the next 15 minutes to take photos and visit with faculty and friends, and associate dean and deans. However, we do need you to move away from the stage and seating area so Hilton staff can prepare for the next ceremony. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening.